Hey, so they told me that this house has been having some poltergeist problems and that it's like haunted. Frankly, I'm just not convinced of the whole thing. I don't want to sound like one of those people who are skeptical or, you know, a cynic. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Hey, so I posted that video and they told me to like watch it and like look for details and stuff, and I mean, the things, like, they said something about the curtain moving, and I was just like, you know what, that really seems like the wind. I mean, you'd be surprised in a closed area how much the wind can manipulate the air, if you get what I'm saying. But anyway, now they're so, I don't know, they're so insistent that, like, this place is haunted, and I'm like, it was built in 1999 or some shit. It was before Y2K, and I don't know why everyone's freaking out. It's just completely insane, and I think this society has so much superstitious culture that it kind of becomes a factor in real estate, and it really, I bet you it has an effect on people's revenue and on their careers. I'd be willing to bet. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure what they're talking about. I'm not convinced, but I'll be sure to review some things just to make sure I'm not a complete idiot. Thanks. Hey, so I showed them the other video. My friends, they wanted to see my new place in detail and stuff. They're out of town, but they totally just they couldn't concentrate at all on what I was saying, like the articulation of my speech about how great a house is and everything, because they kept insisting on this ghost, this paranormal activity. It's driving me nuts, if I'm being honest, because there's all this talk in the theater, and you got even on here on YouTube. It's really breezy in here. There's just this cultural insistence on the paranormal, and I'm like, even if there was a ghost, what point would it even have at, let's say there was paranormal stuff, what's the point of throwing things around? I honestly don't understand how going from like the other side to heaven or wherever they go, that throwing stuff. Well, so I talked to them a bit, and I was like, listen, I honestly am so happy with this place, and it cost a pretty penny and everything, and I am honestly convinced that everything is going to be okay, and I just want my family and my friends to know that there is nothing. There's no ghosts. They try to convince you so hard when you even try to have your rational mind. You're just like, it's Illuminati, okay? Illuminati trying to convince us there's ghosts. It's really the government. That's my theory. It's just a personal theory. I don't have any credentials or anything to, articulate that perfectly. But it's just, okay, so some things occasionally fall down. I mean, there's a thing called gravity, and gravity has an effect on everything. So for people to think like that, for people to honestly think that gravity sort of selects, no, it has an effect on everything and everywhere. And I think a lot of this stuff, earth tremors that are a little less than earthquakes, they can actually have a real adverse effect on home objects and things that you wouldn't expect them to. And I think all of this can be perfectly rationalized, in that we should, as a society, try to be more rational and logical about things, because it's honestly, it's stupid, and it's dragging on and on about all these ghosts and all this stuff. Here I am completely alone in my place and completely ow, that gravity, oh, it really, it has its effect. But anyway, as I was saying, it's all perfectly rational and logical, and everything can be explained by science. I mean, everything can be explained by science. I don't see the point in all this paranormal stuff, and honestly, I hope that my family and friends can see this and understand the rationality that's taking place here, and to believe in reality. That would be my hope. That's the message of this. A belief in solid, provable reality. Thank you.